Hi guys, I hope you're all so well and staying safe and all of that jam. So today I am going to do, basically on my Instagram stories, if you're not following me on there, go follow me. My Instagram stories, I asked for questions all about postgrad life, like the honest reality of it, and you sent me so many this morning. So yeah, I'm so excited to film this for you. I really hope it helps some of you out. I know that if you're at uni, the whole postgrad life can seem like such a mystery, if that makes sense. Like it can just seem like a whole other world. So yeah, I've got my cup of tea and I'm going to answer your questions and try and be like as truthful and honest about postgrad life, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I'm like leant against the wall like a little rat, but yeah, I'm kind of comfy. I'm on a cushion, I've got a cup of tea, you know. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the questions and answer the first one. How soon after you graduated did you start applying for jobs and how long did it take? So I actually started applying for jobs at uni, but I wouldn't say feel any pressure to do that because most of the time people don't get jobs whilst at uni. Like it's very, very hard to get a graduate job, and if you come out of uni with no job in sight, it is not a big deal. So yeah, I did start applying at uni. I had one interview, it was horrendous. Like that was the worst interview I've ever had. Maybe I'll do like a whole story time, like my experiences kind of thing. But yeah, it was such a bad interview. I actually vlogged that day, I think. But yeah, basically they just lied about what it was and it was horrible. It was basically just going around cold calling people all day, knocking on their doors, and bearing in mind this was in winter, it was freezing. They didn't tell me I was going to be out until like 8 p.m. at night, and it was just horrible. But yeah, beside the point, how long did it take? It took me, so I finished uni in May officially, I think, and I started my job in October, so May, June, July, August, September, about 5 months-ish after uni that I got a job. I thought this was a really interesting one. I'm really glad someone asked this. This lovely girl asked, in between finishing uni and getting employed, did you ever feel guilty or embarrassed? And I think this is such a massive issue for postgrads, feeling embarrassed for not getting a job straight away and maybe just working in a cafe for the time being. But there was just no embarrassment in it, and personally I don't think I did. I don't think I ever felt embarrassed at all. I had 2 part-time jobs during my time, not in a full-time job, after uni, and yeah, just got me a bit of money. I had the funnest summer ever after I finished uni, and that's all that I was bothered about, because at the time I was kind of thinking, well, this is my last summer kind of thing of doing fun things before I potentially get into work. So I didn't ever feel embarrassed or guilty, and I don't think anyone should, because like you've just worked your socks off for 3 years and it's okay to have a break. Like if you want to have a gap year and work in a cafe or do a job that's nothing to do with your degree, like who cares? And if people keep asking you, just say it how it is. I would just say, I'm just doing my thing for the time being. I'm not bothered about getting a job yet, or I'm looking for one. Do not feel scared or worried about that aspect of it. You should never ever feel guilty after you've worked hard for 3+ years. I have a question saying, how did you avoid postgrad blues or keep yourself motivated without uni work? Oh my god, I think I still have the postgrad blues, you know. Even though I love where my life is going, like I just miss uni so much. I don't know what it is. I don't think my friends are like this, but I just think they don't seem to go on about it like I do, but I just miss uni so much. I don't know what it is. I think I've said it in a vlog before actually, I'm a very, very nostalgic person. Like it just must be a trait of mine, and I don't like it because it means I always look to the past. But yeah, I really do miss things quite easily, and I always look back at times. But then again, I do think uni was the happiest I've ever felt. Like I can remember looking back and I felt like just so happy at uni. And not that I'm not happy now, because I am, but I really did just feel so happy, I think. Like happier than I am now, but that's probably just because uni is unrealistic and it's like a little bubble, and that is not real life. Like real life is working for money and, you know, working to live. So that was never going to carry on. So yeah, I don't really have any advice for missing uni because I still miss it. And I can remember when I last finished uni, I just felt very weird. Like I felt like I'd been thrown into the world suddenly kind of thing. And I felt like I was like flapping about a bit, like no direction. But I think it just comes with being in the uni bubble. Like uni is the biggest bubble, and when you come out of it, it's like ah shit. And in regards to feeling motivated after uni, I obviously had all my social media work, so that was definitely like a big bonus for me because it meant I still had something to concentrate on. I could still make my vlogs, I still worked with brands and stuff, so maybe just finding a hobby after uni that can fill your time as such. I think that's the best way to stay motivated. Try and keep a routine, try and join a gym back at home if you move home and all of that. Just little things, and just keep concentrating on applying for jobs if that's what you want, because that does take up so much time. And if you've got an end goal, I always think it's easy to stay motivated. So yeah, uni blues. Okay, where the hell has my cup of tea gone? Am I actually, oh, it's there. Let's open the curtains so it's a bit brighter. Hopefully that's a bit better video quality now. Next question. Working gives you more life balance than uni did? No, I would say it doesn't, because when I'm working I don't have time for anything. I've found that going into a full-time job, I don't know how single mums have a full-time job and raise kids. This is my thought. This is a bit off track, but for an example, like I just feel like I have no time, and I think this partly comes with the fact that I've moved away from home and now I'm a lot further away from some of my family, some of my friends, so it's like every weekend gets taken up with plans, which is obviously amazing, but it's pretty hard. I do find it quite hard to balance things, and sometimes I just feel like I need to say no because I don't have any time for myself. And when I'm working full-time, obviously furloughed at the moment, so not the same, but I'm like leaving the house at 8, not getting back till 6:30, and then if I go to the gym, have dinner, it's like bedtime. So I just feel like I don't really have, it's hard to get a balance between different things in life, but it is what it is, and that's what having a full-time job is, and you've just got to dedicate your time to the job and not bother about other things as much. Did you ever consider a master's? Yes, but I think I only really properly considered it when I didn't know what else to do, or I kind of wanted to go back to uni. So I don't think I actually want to go back and do a master's for the studying, and I don't think I need to be honest, especially now I've got my job, I've got a bit of experience for my CV, so I don't think I would go back and get an even bigger loan. Like I just can't be asked to spending with like having the bigger loan. So yeah, I have considered it, but I don't think it was ever a serious consideration. This is a really, really good one. Tips on avoiding imposter syndrome. I have a degree but still feel that I'm underqualified. So the reality of this is that yes, you have your degree, but we are underqualified, and that's all right. Like I went into my marketing job, like I was not, I don't know how to explain it, like obviously we're qualified technically because we have degrees, but we're not qualified to like be good at our jobs yet because we're just postgraduates and we're just starting out in life. Like I didn't go into my job knowing what I was doing, kind of thing. Like it's just how it is, and I think it's okay to feel like you're not supposed to be there, but as time goes on and as time goes on, you will obviously learn more and more on the job, and you will pick up more and more things, and then eventually you'll feel like, ah shit, like I'm actually learning something and I do have a place here and I can contribute well. So in the whole imposter syndrome thing, I think it's all right to feel like that, like it's okay. I've had that a lot at my new job, and I think it's very easy to doubt yourself and think like, am I actually doing anything? Like, am I doing anything good? But that just comes with gaining confidence in the work industry, and it does not come all at once. Like, unless you're a very, very naturally confident person, I don't think you'll ever feel that confident going into your first job. Like, confidence just comes with time and having more experience in different work industries. So yeah, don't worry if you feel like you have that imposter syndrome, because it's just natural and it will fade over time. Like for me, it's definitely already faded a little bit, and I've only been in my job 6 months before I was furloughed. I think it was 6 months, maybe a bit less actually. A lovely girl from school has actually asked me, how long was it after you left uni before you got a job? So yeah, like I said before, it was about 6 months, I think, which I was very happy with. I could have actually probably spent a little bit more time at home, but I was never ever going to turn down this amazing opportunity just to stay at home a bit longer, so it's just how it happened. But yeah, about 6 months. Which experience do I actually need to get into marketing? So I don't feel like I have the like, what's it called? I don't feel like I have the knowledge or the expertise or the status to answer this question, because like, I am a postgrad and I don't actually know how much experience you need, but I just say get the experience where you can. You can never have too much experience, basically, and I think that is the main thing to live by. Like, a degree is not enough these days. Like, you need a good CV and you need experience on your CV. So just do what you can where you can. Is it hard to adjust from uni lifestyle to working? Yes, I would say it really, really is. I just found that, yeah, I just feel like at uni I had so much freedom. Like, I had so many hours in the day to just do what I wanted, and that is not real life. So going from doing that and having a long summer of doing nothing as well, I was working but not proper work, it's really hard adjustment, and it's very, very strange, going from seeing your friends all the time, going on holidays, partying, drinking, going out, to kind of like for me, I will never go out on a work night because I just don't feel like that's right. Maybe I think I did it once and I felt a bit hungover at work, and I was like, I just felt really like I shouldn't be doing this, you know what I mean? So for me, like, I never really go out on work nights, which is obviously a big change because at uni, going out in the weekdays is like a massive thing. Like, it's the cheapest nights out, it's the best nights out, so that's a massive change. But like with any change in life, it always just takes time to get used to things. I think I have got a question about this actually, what I was just going to mention. How is it not living with your all your best friends? And that for me was the hardest thing. Like, just be prepared that going from living with your best friends to not anymore is just like weird and sad and a bit like dull. Although in third year, like, I didn't spend as much time with my housemates because we were all so busy and we all kind of had different things going on. It's literally so nice to live with your mates and just chill in the living room, wake up hungover together, like go on spontaneous nights out together. It's just so fun. Like, anyone that's been to uni can relate to that feeling. So yeah, I'd say that was the hardest adjustment, and like, I really do miss living with everyone that I lived with at uni because they were all so fun and I miss them a lot. And it's definitely weird going from seeing your friends every day to hardly ever seeing them, apart from Chloe, who's like my best friend from uni, who I see on the reg. I don't see Danny and Dom, which were the two of the boys I was really close to in my house. I don't see them much at all because they live like so far away from me. So yeah, it's just a weird one. It's really, really hard. It's really, really sad, like, not living with your mates anymore. I remember when I left my house in Lincoln, it was just like, I was actually watching that vlog back this morning, but it was just so sad because it's like, what the hell, this is the end of an era. I've got a question saying, does a degree make a major difference in opportunities? I don't really know how to answer that one because I can only talk from the perspective of having a degree. For me, yes, it's helped so much because I do feel like I would have needed a degree to get into my job. I think it just depends on your career plans and what kind of career you want to go into. Obviously, apprenticeships are really good for some careers. You need degrees for other, like, I'm pretty sure you need a degree for being a teacher. For marketing, I do feel like you need a degree because marketing has a lot of like different skills involved. I did an English degree, not a marketing degree, but English degrees have a lot of transferable skills. So a lot of skills you learn in English, you can apply them to pretty much any career apart from like maths and science based ones. So for me personally, if I'm going to go off my experience, I would say yes, it does make a big difference to getting a job and things. But I don't really want to go into that one too much because I know it's quite controversial and some people may get offended. Next question. How do you deal with nervousness in a new grad job? I'm scared to mess up. I actually can't remember how nervous I was getting my new job. I think I did feel pretty nervous actually. But for me, sometimes I can feel like a little bit socially awkward and a bit shy in certain situations. And for me, that situation was like, shit, like I'm gonna have to try and pretend I'm confident, but I'm really not in these situations. Because I do feel like when I'm surrounded by a lot of adults that are really amazing at their job and stuff, and they're looking at me like, you just left uni, like you know nothing. Not that they were, but I feel like your mind always plays tricks on you and always expects like the worst. So it can be very scary going into like a new job. But yeah, hopefully you'll be lucky that whatever grad job you get, like you don't have to be nervous for. Like everyone will be really nice there. I know that I was so lucky with the job that I went into because everyone is absolutely amazing. Like I just I work at the best place, everyone is lovely. I was quite shy at first as well, so I really appreciated the fact that people still made effort with me, and all of that. And hopefully all of you guys who haven't got a job yet, you will be in the same situation where everyone is lovely at work. But just dealing with nervousness, you've got to talk to yourself, remind yourself who you are, remind yourself that you've got that job for a reason, and if you were not good enough, you wouldn't have got the job. You've just got to not doubt yourself. Yeah, just believe in yourself and know that you can do the job well, and a bit of nervousness is so natural, and sometimes you just can't help that feeling. I've got one about friendship. How do you stay close friends with your uni friends? How often do you see each other? So it's a weird one. I feel like I said before, I don't see them often apart from Chloe, and where I'm actually living at the moment, because I've moved back up from London, if you didn't know, and I'm currently living in Nottingham with at my boyfriend's house. And Chloe, my best mate from uni, she actually lives like 10 minutes away from my boyfriend's house, which is amazing. So hopefully when we come out of like lockdown and stuff, we can see each other more and like go on walks and stuff. Whereas when it comes to some of the others, they live really far away. A few friends, like I won't, like I'll always love them but probably just not see them much, if that makes sense. Because I do feel like it's when you have moved on to another chapter in life, it's really hard to like just keep, it's really hard to stay in contact with people whilst prioritising your closest friends and family when you have a full-time job. Like I genuinely, living in London now, just don't have the time to see people. Like it's not even an excuse. Like if I want any time for myself, I just can't see all these other people that aren't like my main priority. I still see Charlotte loads, which is absolutely amazing. Like I would never not see her a lot, but we don't live close again really, but she maybe is hopefully. Well, I think her plans are she wants to move to London at some point, so yeah, Charlotte, please come to London, join me down there. But yeah, so I don't see a lot of my uni friends that often, to be honest, but yeah, I've got a select few that I will always like dearly love and will always be friends with, even if I don't see them often. But I think I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want me to film another themed kind of video like this to do with uni or post-grad, or getting a job, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I hope you found this a little bit useful, and I hope you are all like doing amazing, especially you guys who have really sadly had to miss out on like the last part of your third year of uni. Like I cannot even imagine the heartbreak that you're feeling right now. Like I genuinely, my heart goes out to you, and I feel like no one has talked about that. And it really should have been mentioned on the news and stuff about uni students, but I just feel like you guys who are uni students have completely been ignored. So yeah, my heart goes out to you, and I hope you are all doing okay finishing your degree and, you know, handing in dissertation, everything. And obviously it's going to be a scary time for you. I know I'm so like fortunate that I got my job just in time before all this happened, but just know that this is not permanent and you will get a job despite the current climate. So yeah, just stay positive and have hope, and you will definitely get your job. Like you've all worked so hard for it, so yeah, positive vibes. Yes, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this vlog video, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, leave me a comment down below telling me like if you're at uni still or if you just finished uni. I'd love to know like whereabouts in life you guys are right now. And yeah, I love you all loads. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.